Okay, so what Naufel showed you is how we can use artificial intelligence within Kosmik. And we didn't, did a full introduction of Kosmik because some of you already know about the product. But basically, what we did with Kosmik is that we're basically based on IPFS, which means that we are fully peer-to-peer and decentralized. And on top of IPFS, we built a database that is on its own also completely peer-to-peer, decentralized. Every data is encrypted end-to-end. Everything is private first. Everything runs locally on the computer. The software is offline first, or almost for its latest version. And so we were basically, we saw all of those products in the knowledge management space getting smarter and smarter, and we were like, well, we're falling behind. But we still believe that transclusion and a canvas were the best way to approach those problems. And when Naufel showed me the demo, we've been working on those issues for the last few weeks. Well, like the canvas is not the only solution, and we need to use the canvas and to leverage it as a place where people can congregate, collaborate, think together, kind of like a big table. But then they need another view, kind of like a Z-axis in a 3D software. And so what we thought is like, what you see here is a prototype of the next version of Kosmik, where you kind of have a peek, you have a sneak peek of the tags that have been applied to the object. And if you click on an object that you're interested in, the canvas recedes into the background. The neural network that we're using analyzes the word within the content or the objects within the image, which is what Naufel told you, and makes intelligent suggestions. So let's say, for example, you're talking about computing history, which is something I do very often. Then at that point, the tags that are related to computing history will come up on the right side. You can sneak through those stacks. Kosmik will create intelligent stacks of content. And then you can look at that, all of that content that's offered to you by the software and drag it in either on the canvas or directly on the document here and skim through it. And the idea is to allow you as a user to have a companion that helps you better understand what you're trying to do, basically. So the idea is that you begin by taking a note, and all of the content you have in Kosmik gets analyzed again, and Kosmik makes suggestions. And then you can put those tags back on the canvas and say, hey, do you want to work on that with me? Do you have an idea? And so we think this is where we want to go and what's the future of our product, which is we've built a canvas, we've built a collaboration software, now we're building something that is really a knowledge management tool that's very powerful. And I'm very happy because we found a solution to make it completely work within the constraints we have, which is local first, private first, and encrypted. So that's the last thing we wanted to show you. It's a very, very short sneak peek at that mode, which we don't know yet. We call it Knowledge Navigator, Pick Mode, Expose. But the idea is really that interaction. Like you click on something and boom, you have another view of the whole data that is within your Kosmik account. And we think it's going to be great. So thank you. Thank you all for coming to the Future of Coding. I think we had really, really great demos. We saw, in my opinion, different computers and different computing worlds. How can you think with a computer? How can you create with a computer? How can you make the computer disappear? Andrew is the real Houdini of the modern computing world. So I think we saw a lot of very interesting things. And thanks again, Naufel, because Naufel has been working with Christophe and the rest of the Kosmik team tirelessly this past week to make sure that we would have things to show in case nobody showed up with demos. So thank you all for coming, and see you hopefully in a month and a half.